Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Timberborn. Woohoo! Last time we were here at the end, I had the absolute wonderfulness of remembering that there are these things called sluices. That's what I want, and that's what I need to make my life significantly better. We have a temperate cycle coming. The drought is almost over. I'm not concerned. Water and food, logs, everything is looking good. So I am going to go ahead and get rid of that. Now here's hoping that I put these sluices in the right direction. That's always a little bit of a concern. I want my sluices to go this way. I'm going to go ahead and put those 3 sluices in there for some, relatively unknown reason why I decided to put them there. And then, all right. So now I want these to just close above contamination of 5%. Selected to auto, and it is synchronized with adjacent sluices. So when those get in, here's hoping that everything is, well, not everything necessarily, but things should go much more in the right direction. This is still a dam up here, so that'll overflow, and then there's dams over there. So I should get 2 tiles worth just about everywhere. I do have to close these ends up. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit complicated. It's not actually gonna be all that complicated. I'm just gonna give it a minute to figure itself out. Then, I think it might be time to get some better bad water happening, because the bad water situation is not the world's greatest. And the reason for that is because there's just not a whole ton of sources of bad water that are particularly close to the colony, which is just really interesting to me that there's just not a lot. I'm going to start pumping some more happening here. After this reservoir gets significantly more finished and ready to go and whatnot, then I'm going to deal with that. I am also going to I'm not going to. I'm just going to let them do their things, all right? I'm going to write down how many beavers I have right now, and that number is 47. Because I just want to see where we're going to be hanging out. Another thing that I am going to do over here is, I think, put sluices in as well, because then I can also fill it up from this side, which would not be a problem. So, let's just put those 2, and I just want the water to go in that direction, and then levee on the top. Good. Now over here, I would definitely like this to be deeper. Here comes the water. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Comes the sun. The other thing is I can also actually have this be sluices as well. So go ahead and fix all of this. This is just crap. I tried, but having water flow in that direction is not necessarily a bad thing. So let's put in my sluices there, and then levees. I don't actually think I need to put a second set of levees on the top there, but just in case. Just in case. Open, close above contamination of 5%. Good. So water is flowing in that direction. I can cut this all out. I can't actually remember what the point of having all that there was. So let's go ahead and demolish all of that. And let's just put our path back in. Make sure that we're not actually completely cutting people and things off. Okay. We have our water flowing. We have this. We can unpause this, get some water in from there. Make sure this is unpaused. We need bad water. So, again, I'm actually considering putting like a dam here to keep this more full of bad water because we keep running out of it. And so why not? Why not? So I think that we can put levees here. That looks good. And then put some dams here. And then that should help me back up some tiles. That's what I'm going to do. We'll just go like that. That's what I'm thinking there. That's what I'm thinking. Now they probably can't reach these. Oh, that one is too far from a path. So you know what I'm actually gonna do is just go like that, and then they can walk across the top, and that will allow them to get all of that in. Now here they're gonna have to go down, and I'll pop in some stairs and path over like that. You know what? Actually, levy that instead. Then I can get up there if I need to, want to, would like to, so on and so forth. That's what I'm going to do there. Now, while that is making its movement happen, I'm going to get another bad water pump in on this little swimming pool bad water situation. I think that's going to need, yeah, I'm going to have to put some. I can technically get two there if I pop in some platforms. Good. Then, oh, those need to be doubles. Okay, just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, those need to be double platforms. 150 science. Don't mind if I do. Water. And there. Excellent. Hey, let them get on with that. As they are getting on with all of these huge projects. Okay, these sluices have been put in. And it appears that water is indeed flowing through them. Excellent. Now, we probably aren't high yet. 0.4, that's okay. Let's see. Yeah, we're still just a point. Question I have is, will it like how much like pressure will it take in? I don't know. Like, will these sluices like allow the water to, if I, after they get that on top, like, will it allow it to continuously fill before it like won't let it fill? I'm not sure. Well, it's gonna be interesting to see. The depth is 0.39, 0.4. It is increasing, so that is fabulous. Right. Good, 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 good. Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, it's not gonna, I see. Get these in. Up over here. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's where we are, like equalizing right now. I'm gonna get rid of all of this because I don't think that's gonna be good for me for right now. And I'm gonna start fixing this. And I have to cut it off though, just that. Yeah, I'm not gonna cut it off until they finish more of this stuff. So there's gotta be a way to like select more than one at the same time. I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna make these high, not super high, just high. Great. Yeah, I gave them a ton of building projects to start working on, so we have to kind of let them do their thing. Let's take a look. I still have 47 beavers, which is what I said previously. I wrote it down like a smart person. We have massive quantities of canola oil, which is fantastic, which means that we should be fermenting cassava, kohlrabi. Oh, we are fermenting the soybeans, and we're full of cassavas. Okay. And fermented soybeans. Still have room, so you guys can get on the soybean situation. Why are you guys sat on your butts? Because we just don't have. My goodness, it's like I need more food storage. I'm okay with where we're at right now with our food. So I'm not going to worry about it. They can sit on their butts if they want to sit on their butts. Um, yeah, the corn ration, the productivity is so low just because I'm full up. I basically don't have a whole lot of room for that. So that is great. Okay, my bad water is increasing, which is also great. I'm gonna up the priority for these bad water tanks. And I mean, it just needs to, I just need to let him go for a second. Okay, so while that is figuring itself out, I need to figure out TUBEWAYS. So right now, what I would like is we have our central district here. We have industrial. We have water. We have bad water. That is just such a funny. It's just so far away. There's just really is not a closer bad water situation. The other thing I think I want to do is I would like to. I'm gonna start putting in at least some single dynamites along here, so that we can have the possibility of a little more keeping these trees alive. That's what I want to say. Keeping those trees alive. Let's get my forester foresting. What am I going to do here? I think that's okay. And I'm just going to continue to put some more dynamite. This section. Just so that it doesn't evaporate as quickly and so it can keep those trees alive. Good. It looks like this is fine, and we'll just be waiting to put those in. Now I somehow have 5 vacancies. I feel like that just happened like so quickly. Well, I mean, I did turn some things on over here to make sure that we're still doing. Uh-huh. Excellent. Man, can you tell how much I am still just totally avoiding tubeways? I'm just so anxious about the tubeways. It's crazy. I think that what I would like to do is get over the farmhouses and then kind of just go on top of the path I have already laid out. I think that that maybe is my the right decision. Something else that I need to do is I need to get I just need more bad water. I just really need more bad water. I need extract. This is just everything is just taking some time. Get the because it's just so far away. I wonder if it wouldn't make sense to move explosives and stuff over to there. Get another engine. Engine over here. Well, explosives are dynamite. Yeah. Okay, what we're gonna do is cut down these trees. I've learned the hard way that you really shouldn't just demolish them as much as you might want to. Just demolishing trees is not actually like good. So we're gonna you like how I'm still avoiding the whole waste thing. It's pretty blatant. Blatant. Sometimes I say things in a ridiculous way, but anyways, it's pretty blatant that I am absolutely avoiding them. I'm down to 45 beavers, just so that we are clear, because I was at 47. I'm now down to 45, and I do have 4 vacancies. So I'm just going to keep an eye on that, and maybe I'll go ahead and unpause that breeding pod. I do have 4 breeding pods. This one is going to pop out another one. The other ones are paused. I'm just going to keep, I'm going to keep those 4 there. Okay. Let's see how things are going. Yeah, everything is take some time. Yeah, they're coming out of the hauling post. We got 3 out of the hauling post and 2 inventors. That is fine by me. Good. Forester is foresting. This forester can get paused because he is done planting his things. Excellent. Okay. Great. Let's unpause the fermenter. And my canola oil is still amazing, so that can stay paused. Perfection. Okay, here we go, guys. It's going to be interesting to see how I am actually going to do this. Let us look into some overhangs. So I would like to put one here, up and over, so that I can go here, so then I can get across. So I think that means I'm going to have to put it on stilts. That's fine. But, like a 4x? If I put it there, yeah, that's what I need. Okay, and then a single. I'm going to pause this for a second. So they don't, not that they're going to build it, without me being ready for it, but yep, that's what I'm going to put there. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Then connect it. That. And this is going to be a vertical. Oh, huh. That's okay. I'm going to keep going. That has to be great, 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 great. Okay, so then platform. I didn't put that in the right place. Oh no, I did. I think. Excellent. And oh my goodness, so many platforms. I am gonna need more plank. But I think that this is what I'm gonna do. Let's give them that to build so far. Okay, let's get that built so far. That's going to be a lot, and I don't really want to overwhelm them too bad. They've got lots and lots of projects happening. So here we go. We have these sluices coming into here, and let me see. It does indeed look like water is. And then what is our depth? Oh wow. 0.47 is our depth. Now why? Why? Um, 46, 0.47, 0.46, 0.47. Let's just read for a second here. I wonder if that says anything. Directional automated water discharge. Other buildings can be built on its top. Okay, but well, I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on that. I would have thought it would have been higher by now because I'm not leaking anywhere. A drought is approaching, which is less than ideal. Because I'm losing it here. Hold on a second. What happens if I close this? I close that and I close that. Now we're not having water come in here. That should help this increase. 0.48. Okay. That's great. I think that's great. I think. I'm not entirely like sure. But there we go. That is looking good. I bet I have no dynamite over here. Oh, I have one. One little baby dynamite happening. 45 beavers. They're that's good. Uh-huh. That can be demolished. That's okay. Oh yeah. Check that out. That is now higher and we've got ripples. Ripples to me suggest that we are getting more in here. 7.48. Well, with that being said, good. Okay, that's good. That is excellent. Bad water, excellent. Um, I feel like I need a bigger bad water tank. So let's go ahead and pop one in. Put in a medium tank here for bad water. Great. 45 beavers. That's about where I'm going. And make sure that's unchecked. Hey! There we go! There we go. I did it. This should definitely be better now. Yes, my friends. Oh, the absolute close above downstream depth. Some of my favorite YouTubers have mentioned that before, that you should really watch out for when that is checked. The drought has started, which is fine because we're gonna be fine. The water is gonna be fine. Now we have this tiny little pool of bad water that we can pump from. It's not going to have a ton, not going to have a ton, but at least there's some bad water in there that we can continue to pump from. Good. Good, good, good. I, again, am incredibly proud of myself. It looks like you got this dynamite in. 9-day drought. I'm going to go ahead and detonate. That water will flow down into there. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay, I got a tiny bit there. And that tiny bit is doing its thing. That's okay. Oh, man. I am so pleased. I am so pleased that we have this water now. 0.65. That's okay. It's more than it was. Now, while this is happening, I am going to sort these situations out. Because that's... Oh, get that levy in. Oh, what the heck? What the heck? And high prioritize. That'll give me that tile. And then, well, that's... I think I'm going to let them walk on the top. I think that makes more sense. I think that's less resource intense if I let them walk on the top. So that would require the double there and a double platform right there. Then I can path like this. Around here again. Like I said, I think that this is less resource intensive. Not entirely sure, but that's okay. Everything is a-okay. I could also make it so they could come down to there. I don't know. La la la. I just want to demolish the path so that I can put in. That is beautiful. Let them get down, I think. stairs. I need a single platform. Stairs. There we go. There she blows. I feel like I sounded very silly. That is what I am going to have happen right now. Good. Oh, by the way, shoot. These guys don't need to be pumping. And they're not because the water is full. So that is just fantastic. All right, 5 more days on the drought. That's no big deal. I mean, I'm trying, guys. This didn't do, like, much. Yeah, it's all evaporated. I don't know if that's even gonna make any sense to do there, but whatever. Okay, building lacks materials. Scrap metal. As I paused, the scavengers. Well, there you go, silly me. There we go. Okay, let's see what else we have going on. I unpause that. That should be moving in the right direction. Nothing to do in range. Oh, you guys, I need you to get up to the 2nd level. Silly heads, don't you know that you're supposed to be getting up to the 2nd level so that you can cut down those trees too? And then I've got more injured beavers. So that suggests No, I got medical beds right here, right? Yeah. I've got plenty of medical beds. They can stop there whining. 47 beavers still. So I'm pretty sure that this is where I am just kind of chilling out with 47 beavers. 8 hundo water. Food for days. Berries. Corn. Fermented cassava. Fermented soybeans. And kohlrabies. Ew. I am thinking about mangroves. And I think this little puddle here would be a good place for some mangroves. I don't know how deep underwater you can plant them. That's not what I put it in here, right? Mangroves. Must be partially submerged, but like, okay, I mean, it's saying I can... saying I can plant them there. They're like full submerge. Oh, interesting. Not really sure, but yeah. Things are, making progress, and I am in no rush. And I need a forester to plant those mangroves. Foresters in the wood section. If I put a forester here, oh, that's horrendously bad. I can't put it down there because it'll get flooded. Map is so big. That's only a small port. I really think I'm gonna, like, I need... I'm gonna just hit pause for a second. What in the world are you doing? Where are you going with those planks? I don't know. Anyways, forester. I would like to have this area be available for mangroves, and I think it might be cool to expand it a little bit so that I have more aquatic farm to do over here. But the question is where to put the farmhouse, and I'm thinking about building like a platform for the farmhouse. If I built a platform for the farmhouse over here, let's go, and then So everything just needs to get built. I just got to keep it going for a minute here. Uh, oh, they're building something on that side. I gotcha. Okay, let's just keep this going. But things are good. Things are good. Things are good. 2 more days of this drought, no big deal. Water here. I'm gonna dynamite that down. Landscaping, dynamite here. High prioritize all that dynamite. That is not too far from a district center. There we go. After those stairs get built. Okay, we are making progress here on my tubeways as well. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's continue just for here. And keep on, keeping on. I think this is not a bad place for a station. I think that's not a bad place for a station. So let's plop in a I need to make this deeper. I think maybe a tunnel. I don't know. I need to think about this, but I think a tubeway station is the right choice. Down here, tubeway. All right, well, so many projects happening right now. That's excellent. Holy crap, they built that. Man alive. They're just going gangbusters here. It's great. Okay, well, let's just wait and see. You guys can... Okay. Waiting for the bad water to come back. Pumped out that whole thing. That's okay. Out of bad water completely. That is okay as well. Let us demolish these lumberjack flags because we don't need them. No. That is set for bad water, right? Yeah. Let's get some stuff over here. So we need a centrifuge and a dynamite factory. I'm going to put the explosives factory over here. First, we need an engine. I'm going to plunk it here. And I'm going to put an explosives factory. What else does the explosive factory need in order to explode things? Oh, it just needs bad water. Bad water to dynamite. Okay. Water explosives. I wish you could like click there and like go to like where your storage is. That'd be cool. As it is now, I have to come all the way over here. They're stored in warehouses. So, let's see, storage. Logs, 80 planks. My plank situation is becoming a bit dire. So I think it's time for another planker. So what I am actually going to do, now that I have 109 dynamites, I am going to demolish that, and I'm going to put in another planker. There we go. That's what I'm going to do. A little stressful, a little stressed out about this whole planker situation, but it is what it is. I think it's the right thing to do. And there you go. Let's see how my water is looking. Up to 0.89. That is great. I'm hoping for even more than 0.89. It's looking like I'm still flowing in. No. I don't know. Oh, 0.9, 0.9. Okay. We are doing things. So now that I've got these all in, I need to build more freaking stairs. I think maybe that's why that forester is saying that I can't let it in. Have a way down there. You know what the tragedy is going to be is if I can't plant mangroves underneath that much water. I don't know how much like height I need. I can't even like click on this. Well, that's okay. If I can't plant them down there, then I'll plant them up here. You know what I'm saying? Also, let's see. Dynamite happening. Might be better now that that is going that way. I should turn these into sluices so that they are automated when a bad tide happens. Let's go ahead and wait on that. They have a lot of building projects happening. 0.91 still. That's okay. That's more than we had previously, I tell you what. And I'm not leaking anywhere. It's just a question on if these will let water in. And it says auto open. That's good. And no close above downstream depths. Auto open. Good, good, good. Still 0.91. Hopefully that'll go up. We'll see. It's substantial. Now, this. There we go. More water underneath there. That's great. Oh, I'm full of bad water. Go find something else to do. 47 enforced, 51 beavers. Okay, that's fine. Well, we need to get these going. And, oh, the other thing I was going to build was the centrifuge. $30. Yep, and 60 plates. Go. And then we're going to need a storage for extract. So extract is stored in tanks. Here is a medium tank for the storage of extract. Okay. Excellent. Things are good. Look at this tubeway that is being built. I'm not sure I see anybody actually, using it. They are still probably because you can't pop out anywhere. Maybe I would have thought that the people building it would be using it, but that's okay. That's working. 50 beavers. A. That's got water, power. Ooh, that looked. All right. 0.91. looking like I can't get better than 0.9, which is unfortunate. That's okay. That's okay. Now, we're just gonna keep on waiting. That's what the name of our game is keep on waiting. I can. This is down to the bottom. I can dynamite some more. Um, I really wanted some extract so I could double dynamite. That's what I'm thinking there. Everything's looking good. Let's see if I've got any. Oh, my planks are getting better. That's great. Scrap metal is almost full. Everything looks good. Let's see about some well-being things. Let's see how they're doing. Oh, mangrove. I'm working on that slowly but surely. Fermented mushrooms. Fermented mushrooms. Let's go in and see the fermenter and what the recipe is. 4 mushrooms for 16 fermented mushrooms. And is mushroom just a crop? And that answer is no. Is that a tree or a bush? Oh. Is that a hydroponic garden? Yes. Hydroponic garden makes mushrooms and algae. Cultivates plants not suitable for open air farming. Solid. 1 beaver works there. 200 science. Okay. Let's get a hydroponic garden in. Now, this is what I've seen people do, like towers of hydroponic gardens. So I kind of would like this to be in a location that is maybe... Yeah, I think I'm going to put it over here because that's kind of like my food place. So this is going to be mushrooms. I'm going to need another fermenter to ferment the mushrooms. And then I'm going to need storage for mushrooms and fermented mushrooms. So, warehouse, fermented mushrooms, and mushrooms. Okay, so I would like to put mushroom storage here. I do not know how I'm going to get up to there except for like around the back. Ah, dude. If you press like the number 1, it goes like 1 time motion, and the number 2 is 2 times motion, and the number 3 is 3 times motion. I have an MMO mouse. I used to play Final Fantasy 14 all the time. And so I have a Razer Naga, and it's got like the thumb buttons 1 through 12. And definitely accidentally just hit the number 1 and saw what happened. That's kind of neat. That my Razer Naga, I don't play Final Fantasy 14 anymore for many various and sundry reasons, but well, the other thing I can do is over here. But it's nice to know that the mouse I bought is still, serving me very well. It's very comfortable in the hand. I said previously that I just had this up here for the building that roof. I can put... Oh! Beavers are using the tubeways. You see the lights going back and forth? The beavers are starting to use the tubeways. That is super, super, super exciting. Super exciting. I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled. Let's figure out where those fermented mushrooms are. There we go. Okay, and I need to extend that path. There we go. Okay. It is kind of exciting to like see the beavers like zipping along in the tubeways. Oh, there we go. My tiny two-way, or no, this isn't tiny. My two-way station has been built. I'm very excited. The other thing that's going to be nice is when I can tunnel. Oh, check it out. We're making explosives. Why aren't you making explosives? Oh, you're taking the tube. Oh, there you are. What are you doing? Okay, get in there. I don't have explosive storage. Oh my goodness. Ay, 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 ay. What do explode? Oh gosh. I asked this question before, didn't I? And then I got distracted. Get stored in warehouses. Oh, man, man, man. The drought is approaching. That is okay. We're doing fine, fine, fine. Yeah, fine, fine, fine. Warehouse, storage, explosives. Explosive. There we go. Okay, so plenty of bad water. It would be nice to get some logs over here too. I'm not gonna worry about that yet. I'm so happy about my tubes. I wanted to see what it would take to tunnel. 2000 science, definitely not there yet. And extract and planks. And my planks are still not the best, but not the worst. So I have to wait to get my extract on the go. And that is just waiting to come in. So here is my tubeway station here, and I think that I'm going to come out, go up, and then I don't want to. Fine. I'm going to figure it out, and if I have to move it, I have to move it. So that's in pathing and structures. Way. Cool. I'm aiming for here. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to put in a tubeway station here. You can come in the back, right? Yes. That's where I'm aiming. So I don't want this to be too in the way. Kind of that. Yeah, and then if I need to, I can like build up and over it. Excellent. Good things are happening in Reno. I still wish that this would get higher than 0.91, but that looks to be about the extent of it. Now that these stairs are built, if I put a forester in, yes. And I want to see if I can plant mangroves. Mangroves for days. Maybe half mangroves. And oh no, mangroves are the only aquatic one. Okay. Mangroves for days. Now, in order to collect the mangroves, I need a gatherer, I'm pretty sure. Gathered by a gatherer flag. Okay, the drought has begun. I really think doing that does anything, but that's okay. Maybe it helps with some evaporation or something. I'm not entirely sure. Evaporate. It is really fun to see the beavers just going to town in the. Oh my goodness! And we have extract coming in. Oh, bam! Super stoked. 49 beavers is kind of where I'm hanging out. 47 to 50 beavers. That is great. I have an unconnected building. That's not unconnected. Right? That's not unconnected. I don't know why that said that was unconnected, but that's not unconnected. Building lacks materials. That's okay, because this guy hasn't like made its mushrooms yet. It takes a long time to make mushrooms. Goodness gracious. That takes a very long time to make mushrooms. That's fine. So, mushroom fermenter, get off your butt and go do something else. Everything else is looking fine and dandy. Corn rations, you can go find something else to do as well, my friend. Because I'm sure we've got corn rations for days. Corn rations for days, yes. Let's come on back over here where we have some water and things happening. A gatherer flag was the situation I needed to deal with. And so I was thinking about, oh, I can just put a gatherer flag like here. No, because eventually I'm going to possibly maybe figure out how to get more water in here. I can put a gatherer flag here. Yes, and then it can gather all of those mangroves. Then I'm going to need mangrove storage. Oh, that's not a great place to put that. I need to about mangrove storage. I'm going to put mangrove storage over here. The gatherer is going to have to walk over, but I'm going to put mangrove storage over here. And I am almost positive that is probably going to be a medium warehouse. So we'll put that there for mangroves. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Lots and lots and lots of building projects happening. Oh, my wood situation is looking a little dicey. That probably means I need to turn on some lumberjack flags. Jack's lumberjacking. Great. Great. Plank situation is okay. Metal blocks is great. Gears is great. Extract. Oh, super stoked. Bad water. That, oh, my goodness. Get two of you guys going back over here. Oh. So just pump out this tiny little thing. Look at it. It's so cute and little tiny amount of bad water. That is great though. I've got explosives. I've got, yeah, you don't have enough bad water. You're pumping, that's fine. You're pumping, that's fine. Okay, so we are making extract and bad water and dynamite. Life is good. Over here, everything else is looking good. Water is happening. Things are, oh, look at that. They're like building it from both sides. That's awesome. Tubeway station in. Good things, good things. Okay. So now what is next? What is next? It might not be a bad idea to branch off and maybe put a tube station. That's not far. That's not too far. They can just Zap zoop over. No big deal there. Okay, I'm not going to worry about that. Yeah, it'll be really nice if I can get over here. So getting from district center area is the tricky part, eh? I also put that tubeway station in just like shit area. That's okay. That is just shit-tastic. Okay, let's... Things are going great. 2 more days on the drought, that's nothing. 0.52, I mean, that's significant amount of evaporation and whatnot, but that's not bad. That's not bad, guys. Trying to think how I can make this, like, yep, the 2 tiles. I'm not sure yet. I will continue to think about it, but my next priority is to get from here to here. How am I gonna do this? Well, the only way I'm gonna do it is to do it, right? Yeah, good thing to go up. Okay. But this is a stupid tank. So I'm gonna delete it because it's a stupid tank. Build platforms. I don't think that's what I wanted. Sorry that I went quiet. I'm just doing a whole lot of thinking. Okay, we have the start. The start. And I think honestly what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep it like I did the other one, like over the path. The drought has ended. Boop-a-doop-doo. Okay, now here is where I might be able to make it happen a little bit better. Think. I just realized I went all quiet again. Ran out of logs? Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, goodness. Those need to get changed. Okay, I was going back and I'm building 2. Can I go just over this with a tube? Can I build a platform? Why, yes I can. Ha ha ha. I think I'm just gonna go like there for right now. I don't know. I don't know. Even here, let's. I want to shove it back one more. Okay, and two-way station there, and then path around. There we go. That is what I'm calling a two-way station to there. So again, I've got my central hub. I've got a two-way station to the other side of the river. I don't have anything going up and over here, so that might be something I need to work on, but... Well, my friend, why haven't you planted anything? Just, like, get built? Because I'm not seeing any... We're in the middle of the night, so I'm going to keep an eye on you for a minute. 0.91 is my depth, and I think it really just has to do with those sluices. They're not, like, gonna, like, pump it in, you know what I mean? So I need to think about how to make that happen. Why aren't you planting the mangroves? Why are you just like looking around? You have all of this to plant. Mangroves. I think it's too deep. I think it's too submerged. That's okay. Let's see if I plant mangroves here, if he'll get to work. Yes, indeed he will. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. Let's remove these. Oh. Can't plant mangroves down there, which is you know, it's definitely unfortunate, but at least we have figured things out. So let's click on him and see how far he can go. I did not put in the gatherer flag because I got distracted, as is my life. So let's pop that gatherer flag back in. Not that we need it right yet, but you never know when you're gonna do that. Okay, so we are planting mangroves. I'm going to plant all the way out to there, so keep your eye on it. Good, good. Okay, excellent. 10 vacancies, 47 beavers. It's time for another breeding pod. It is time for another breeding pod. We are in a temperate cycle, so get log pumping. Get bad water in. Oh, stop bad watering. We have plenty of bad water. Go find something else to do. Good. Uh-huh. Fantastic. Okay. So, problems. Don't know that I have any problems, which is, oh my goodness gracious, we're making mushrooms. Get fermenting them now. The only problems I feel like I have right now is that I don't have enough beavers. So, let us go into time for this. I have enough science. Big is it? It's normal size. There we go. We've got 1 advanced breeding pods and 4 normal breeding pods. This is fabulous. Oh, and we now have the tubeway hooked up to there, and they are using the tubeways. That just delights me. This is probably going to be my next area to get... Well, okay. Things are going just gangbuster amazing. I cannot at all complain about how great this is all going. That just feels a little... The building? How are you? Oh, for the love of all things. Frickin' paths. Tell you what, man, that is just cray-cray. Construction lacks materials. Treated planks. It is time. It's time. We've trained for this all our lives. It's time for treated planks. So, I made this complicated for expansion. It's still supplying good amounts. Let's get the treated plank factory. The long boy. Yeah, I'm gonna just demolish path. Put the long boy in. Around. Okay, let's take. Oh my goodness gracious! It is so easy to get lost in this game when things are actually like moving in the right direction. When things aren't moving in the right direction, this game is incredibly frustrating. Uh, Anyways, my plank situation is looking dicey again. Plankers are planking, but I have one plank. So what I think I'm gonna need to do. My gosh. Oh my goodness. Let's get that gone. Let's get that gone like now so I can build in that two-way. That's gonna make things a lot better. Thank you so much for that. And get you high prioritized as well. Excellent. Okay. TUBEWAYS. So we're doing my end of episode summary. What are these guys doing all the way over there? I don't know. Oh, they're probably like picking things up or something. Okay. End of episode summary. Things are going great. Really and truly, things are going great. Um Sorry, I got distracted. Goodness. Oh, I got major distracted. I thought that we were making mushrooms. No, I guess we're not making mushrooms. Okay. I should have turned the corn factory off. I should have left the corn factory on. That was not my smartest moment. That's okay. It is what it is. I have learned from it. That should just be my scientists. 11 vacancies, though. That has me concerned. So I need to increase my population. And that's going to work by making some treated planks. I am just going to use up those treated planks as soon as they are made because that's what I want to do. So treated planks, sparkly planks as I like to call them. Oh, it's built and it's now just waiting for berries and extract, and that is no big deal. Got water, I've got berries, corn. I have a ton of corn, tons of cassava, tons of canola. That's fine. One mushroom and 10 soybeans. Okay, so soybeans, and yeah, I actually think I can start taking back some of this kohlrabi space. Now that they have different food sources, that might not be a bad thing because I am almost full up on kohlrabies. Let me write that on my list of things. So less kohlrabi. What I am writing down, more soy. Excellent. Okay, so the things that I've accomplished during this episode are actually pretty extensive because I got TUBEWAYS in, and that is just very exciting. You can see my beavers just flying all over the place. I also built this teeny tiny little industrial district. Let's get some bad water pumping. I built this little bad water sort of processing district over here where I've got a centrifuge making extract, and I have the explosives factory over here right next to my bad water pool, and so that is going to be much more what's the word, I don't know, just like beneficial to the whole environment. And so yeah, things are looking actually really good. I have 4 normal breeding pods and 1 advanced breeding pod now that I have the extract going. Food is good. Water is good. This is still perplexing me as it won't get back up higher than 0.91, but that's a-okay. Mangroves are coming in, and yeah, man, I can't, like I said, I can't really complain. I'm very, very pleased. Just wish I had a better idea. I think it's really just because it's like these sluices aren't like powered, right? Like the sluice is just like, dude, in or out, right? Downstream depth is 0.92. Well, like that's not very helpful, but it's just I would like this to be full open and like full like push it, but it's a sluice. It's not going to do that. So I have to give this another a little bit more thinking, but at least I have it better now. I have at least 1 tile, and I might as well actually, now that I've got dynamite happening, I'll write that down on my list of things. Dynamite the reservoir. There we go. And that will help with more water storage. This guy can probably go even further this way. I might as well plant that up with mangroves as long as my gatherer flag can gather there. And that is just great. All right. Well, on that note, guys, I have spoken and yammered for... What is going on? Oh, goodness gracious. My hauling situation is bad. Since my hauling situation is bad, my engines don't run. Yeah. Oh, dear. Cultivation. Why is the cultivation halted? Just because water. Oh, yeah. I need more beavers. 16 vacancies all of a sudden. That is a lot of vacancies. So let me write that down on my list. Beaver vacancies. See what I can micromanage a little bit as we increase our population. But things are really moving and grooving, and I can't complain. Like I said, I am very, very pleased with how this playthrough is going. It is a gigantic map. It's definitely a wee little bit stressful, but I think I'm making the most of it. I think it's not going, too super bad. Okay. Okay, it can't get much. It has the water, though. Oh, because it doesn't have a worker in the district. There we go. I don't want my crop to die. Oh. Yeah, I need more beavers pretty badly. So that'll be the thing to work on next episode. Otherwise, things are looking great. I really am very pleased with how this is going. I'm pleased with my TUBEWAYS. My beavers could be happier, but that's not too bad, not too bad. I can add in some monuments and some fun. Fun would absolutely help them tremendously. So maybe that's what I will work on next time. I'm also thinking about over here the possibility of getting bots. I do feel like I am missing out on some of this map though, and so that might be also something to explore now that my colony is really starting to become much more self-sufficient. I feel like I can expand my thought process. and look at the rest of the map. All right, guys, on that note, I am going to get gone for right now. Thank you for hanging out with me. As always, I do indeed hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. And thanks for watching me play Fun Beaver Game. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.